was a good challenge. Oh, I didn't see you there. What's up, glitches? And welcome to a bonus episode. Kinda. Well, yeah, I guess middle episode, intermission. You know what? That works. Intermission. Yeah. That works. Intermission. A bonus intermission. So the last episode that you saw was probably me beating the Shadow Generations campaign of Sonic X Shadow Generations. I was busy off screen. I did a lot, and I mean a lot, and some of these challenges were freaking pain in the necks, and some of the looking for the last like bolt, like what's it, the machine part, looking for the last machine part practically drove me insane. I was so mad looking for the last 3 machine parts for like 3, actually maybe even 4 hours probably. It drove me nuts, but I did it. Clear Shadow Generations, done. This one was a pain. This actually took me like an hour and like almost an hour and a half to do. Like you guys remember, like if you want to see me play through fight the final boss for the first time, go watch the last episode. But like Untouchable is a pain in the neck, and you can tell by that percentage. Look at that. 2.1% of players of the PS5 version of Shadow the Hedgehog or Shadow Generations, 2.1% got this trophy. I am part of the 2%. That's crazy. Take no damage from the final boss and clear the stage. Now here's the thing. Once you get used to the final boss, he wasn't that tough. He's not that tough, like if you know what to do. But not getting hit a single time, not falling down a single pit, not getting thwacked by a single platform is hard. That's like a 3-4 minute boss fight, and that's just take no damage for the entire fight. It's a single mistake in like the last few seconds means you gotta restart that fight. It was a pain. I did it though. 2.1% of players also did it. Ultimate Life Form. Get all S ranks in all acts. That includes the challenges, by the way, and some of the bonus challenges that they added for like the post-game hard mode is kind of BS. But they were fun. They were really fun challenge. Look here, like right here, clear all challenge acts in Shadow Generations. That includes the post-game challenge ones. 3.9% got all S ranks. 2.9% got finished all the missions. This one, these freaking Orbot and Cubot. Rocket has been completed. Deliver all the rocket parts to Orbot and Cubot. 2.7% of the world, or of PlayStation 5 players got it. It was annoying. It's like the big open world, and you're looking for like a tiny needle in a haystack. I'm gonna mute my mic for a second. Sorry about that. Car police thing. Anyway, but like, yeah, finding like, what was it, like 80 tiny screws, and I found like 70. Finding those last 10 will drive you insane and make you pull out your hair. But I did it. It freaking took about 4 hours of running back and forth and climbing everything and climbing on top of everything and under everything, searching every wall. Every time I walk and take 5 steps, I need to do a full 360 view around me to see if maybe something is there. It was hard. It was time consuming at the very least. All collection boxes. Pro tip, the last 2 music ones are all the way up where the Doom had his Radical Highway thing, on the way to his boss fight. Like in the hub world, all the way up there on the bridge. That's where they are. That's where the last two music pieces are. It took me a while. I thought nothing was up there, but I found everything. I found all, like, what was it, like 60 something boxes, 80 something boxes. And of course, get all collectibles in Shadow Generations. All collectibles, as in all art pieces, all music, all everything. Everything in Shadow Generations I have done. 1.5% of people that played on PS5. And you can even check right here. I mean, you could theoretically say, oh, you still ought to beat certain levels in the other mode. Like, oh, I could play Space Colony Act 1 with the wings, and I could S-rank that, and I could S-rank Rail Canyon with the wings, and all these with the wings, but I guess they don't count. And Radical Highway, they forced me to play with the wings the first time, so I gotta do it without the wings. But I don't think it would make that much of a difference, because when you have the wings, you don't have chaos control, but when you have the wings, you can fly. So it's a bit of give and take. And in my personal opinion, I think actually having the chaos control is probably worth it more, because it just stops the timer. And in 5 seconds of chaos control time, more often than not, you could probably make more progress in a level than with 5 seconds than you would with the wings. It's kind of crazy to think about. It is cool though. Like, the wings also make you invincible, so that's cool. You know, it's basically a super form. But anyway, yeah, we also got all the challenges here. Like, here's the hard ones. Hold on. Was it? Yeah, wait, no. Which one was the one with? It's the ones without items. Oh, are they not list? Oh, they're not. Okay, you know what? They're not listed here because we're not in the hard mode yet. Okay, let's turn on the hard mode. Yep. Big, scary red sky. Everything stronger. And right up there, on top of those bridges, up there is where the last two or three boxes were. Okay, now I should be able to... Yep, there it is. Hard. Luckily, there's no items to find in them, but, like, look at this. Hard. Let me think. The one that caused me the most trouble... I think the one that caused me the most trouble was this one, this Chaos Control Master, because it was like, you needed to be on it. You miss a single enemy or can't hit a single balloon, you're not going to have the Chaos Control energy to stop time, and then you'll just run over the timer. Also, 96 boxes, that was it. Bottom left. Or middle left. Middle, bottom, slightly to the left. Right there. So, like, all these challenges were pretty tough. Like, the hard ones were pretty tough. Gondola Master was actually not that bad. And yeah, we got every single collectible. And you know what that means. Boss fights. Also, real talk. Okay, the bosses on hard mode are actually pretty hard. They don't have, like, new moves or anything, but they will, like, do certain things out of order, or, like, stop you from doing things. You'll see. Oh, and I replaced the BioLizard's music with the version that has the lyrics. So that's why the BioLizard music will sound a little different. So yeah, we're gonna fight all the hard mode, and then we're gonna read Professor Gerald's journal. And then I think we will call it apart. That's it. Like, just a little bonus intermission before we hop into Sonic Generations. Also, the hard mode version of the BioLizard, no rings. You get hit once, you're dead. You can't keep pace with me. Also, these balls are bigger. You heard it here, folks. The BioLizard has bigger balls. I jumped too early. You tortured soul. I jumped too early. But, like, you see how I got a B rank? That was a bad idea. You make a single mistake and you gotta just restart the entire fight.
It's no use. You can't keep pace with me.
Okay. Okay. Uh-huh. One more. And we're good. Okay, so 50-50 chance this lets me end the phase. Look, see that? I don't know what causes it, but yeah, he does that sometimes. And it'll just force you to keep running. It'll force you into the second phase of the fight again. But there was one time that it let me finish the first phase right away, and I don't know what it was. So that's something. Okay. Ew, the gills still freak me out. Yeah, the hard mode version of the Biolizard, no rings. One hit, I'm dead. Not all the bosses are like this. Some of the bosses just have more health or do other things out of order.
You think
But Biolizard in particular is like no rings.
Mutation. Too easy. All right, Pop. 3. I already know your weaknesses.
Go ahead, punch. And then he's gonna whip out the other hand.
Too easy.
But look, see? He just randomly decided, oh, you know what? I'm just gonna pull my hand away. Why? I don't know. I don't know why. It's just that sometimes they pull their hand away faster. Careful, careful, careful.
Let's do this.
Okay. You gotta do that one more time before the... I messed up. Wait, okay, I pressed that way too late. I pressed that way too late. I panicked. And again, I don't know what makes him... Gotcha. Okay. Like, it's weird. It's like it just randomly decides, oh, you know what? You've dealt enough damage to me right now. I'm gonna move my hand away. I'm like a smart being. Okay, now real talk, this is actually kind of the hard part because, one of these things hits me, I'm dead. Remember?
Stop struggling. You cling to a crueler fate. I'll show you which of us is the true ultimate life form. Out of my way. Out of my way.
Okay. I think it's over. It's over. As long as I don't somehow screw this up, it's over.
3. Too easy.
Yep, we win.
Take this.
Pretty much. You know, it'd be nuts if he pushed me away. It'd be nuts if he somehow pushed me away there. And then we have to do that again. There are ways to finish that fight faster. Ah, another B. There are ways to finish that fight faster. For example, if you have chaos control on while while you're hitting his arm, like he slams his arm down and then you chaos control and hit his arm, first off, you'll destroy the arm faster because he won't pull it away. But second off, the arm will explode, dealing damage to him immediately. You won't have to, you know, do the whole boingy, boingy, boingy all the way up to the top of him. You just destroy the arm and it'll immediately hurt him. So I could probably get an S rank or at least an A rank in this eventually. But like, yeah, that is much harder than the first time. And now on to the second of our little boss hard mode tour. The Metal Overlord. Loud car. I love what I'm made of. What I'm made of is fantastic. I don't think I have the throat to like do that, hold that singing voice for long enough to sing this song, but we'll see eventually. When we eventually get to that karaoke episode, we'll see. But like, look, we already have obstacles in the boss arena. And I'm already dead. You get rings, but you get them way less often. Ow. And right there, you just saw that. We need to do like actual like chaos spear stuff. Got you. Okay. Ah, I missed that one. And there's less garbage there, so we can't hit him as much there. More rings I desperately need.
That power already belongs to me.
Gotcha. Also, hold on. Okay, checkpoint. I'm not dead yet. I have no rings, but I must scream. Luckily, I don't think this boss's timing ever changes. Like, it's always ring, 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 ring. Like, it's always 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, there we go. Phase 2. Whew. But you see, there's a lot more traps. There's a lot less rings. Granted, in my opinion, I think the Bio Lizard is a much harder fight because it's, you know, no rings. Also this. He does that 5 times and it gets faster instead of 3 times. Careful. Also, he throws this out. Ow. I'm fine. I'm fine. I just keep forgetting that there's... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I got no rings. This could be a problem. Also, I did test this attack If you don't hit that, it's a guaranteed hit no matter what. Okay, it's over. I think. Maybe? Either that or he's gonna have like a smidge of health left. Oh god, he has health! I have no rings. Okay, never mind. I stand corrected. Okay, there. Ooh. That was close. Okay. Also, I definitely did not get an A rank there. I think that's a B. Imposter. Who are you calling imposter? Or who are you calling an imposter? I am the ultimate life form. I love that fight. Such a good fight. Oh, I got an A. Still. But you gotta beat it 30 seconds faster for the S rank. That is impressive. And you have to not die. That is hardcore. We still got, honestly, in my opinion, this is probably the hard, this, like, as you could probably tell from my rank, this is definitely the hardest hard mode fight. In my opinion, the Mephiles fight is actually not that hard normally, but yeesh is his hard mode fight hard. Actually, do I have time for a drink? Good stuff. This is the attack that killed Sonic. Well, I'm not Sonic, you idiot. Oh. Shit. Mephiles. It's pronounced Mephiles. Oh. Yeah, no rings. Again, no rings. I think we get rings later, but there are no rings right now. Oh, okay, that could have been bad.
The ultimate game of Shadow
Gotcha. And body slam. Also, look at his health. He has more health. He has more health. We have.
But I will crush you all the same. Out of my way. Forget about me again. All right.
I did, however, learn one trick when watching. Like, after I beat the game, I was finally able to go and look at other people play the game, so I could see their reactions to certain things. And I learned of one little trick in this fight's second phase that is probably going to help me a lot, if I can get it right. Oh, okay, second phase. Last time I fought him, I got a D. Uh-huh.
I'll just take care of them all. Reach! Reach!
Gotcha. Okay.
Don't do me favors. You.
Okay. Watch this, if I can get it right. Got you. Just immediately skip that part of the fight. Or at least get one more hit on him.
true!
Also, his shield needs 3 hits instead of 2 now. And I think it is over for Mephiles. Oh, that was significantly better than my first run. You saw that D rank, right? Like, that took 5.5 minutes because I did not know that shortcut trick. That trick with the time with chaos control just annihilates him. Also, I want this as a screensaver.
There is no future.
There is no future for you. Ever. God, that's so edgy. I love it. S rank? Hell yeah. Went from a D to an S rank. Now that's quality. Okay, I mean, I could do the final boss one more time just for that. They're, like, oddly enough, Devil Doom never gets a second phase, or never gets a hard mode version. Every other boss has a hard mode except him. I think even Time Eater from... I think even the final boss of Sonic Generations has a hard mode. But for some reason, Doom just doesn't. I don't know why. I am legitimately confused. I don't know why. But you know what? Let's wrap things up with the fight against Doom. And then we'll look at Professor Gerald's notebook. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm not gonna skip.
The time has come. Shadow.
Shadow!
Agreed.
Let me get a sip.
Time to sever this bond between us forever.
It's Mountain Dew Code Red, for the record. Just saying. It's Mountain Dew Code Shadow. Now the question is, can I do this without getting hit after fighting him like a bajillion times to not get hit? We'll see, because I actually haven't played in 2 hours. It's like I finished all of Shadow's stuff and then I took a break for like 2 hours. Well, more like 3, but you know, close enough. So it's like, oh boy, do I still got the reflexes to not get hit at all? Let's see.
You will need to serve my will.
God, I've heard that line way too many times. And thwack him in the eye. Ah, my contact lens. You said you had 20/20 vision. I lied. I'm the devil.
How about this?
It's more important to land on these rails. And there we go. First phase, no damage whatsoever. Loud car. Because of course not. Because of course, why would there not be one? I'm a squid now. I'm a kid now. I'm a kid. I'm a hedgehog. I'm a squid.
Underestimated your power. Perhaps I should actually start trying.
Okay, first one. One down, 2 to go.
This isn't good.
And that's 2. And it's always the third one. This third one that always... It's either this third one or Doom's stupid slap attack in his final form that get me. This always gets me. That right there. That laser always gets me.
Take this.
But see, there you go. That's that laser right there, because he just holds that yellow laser in one spot, and in that exact spot is where you need, like if you're using the squid thing, you need to swing there. So you either have to take a moment to stop, or you like go under the laser. But going under it takes longer, so your instinct just tells you not to do that. Also, we got All Hail Shadow now. Yeah! Also, hitting these walls does count as getting hit. So,
I am nothing.
don't get hit. Not these
I have
walls.
surpassed you. Time to end.
And getting hit by these also counts. So don't get hit by those either. And down we go to the left because we want rings. And then this attack actually kind of throws me off. Like, you would think, like, where the red line appears the first time is where he's going to attack. No, that is not how it works. That is not how it works. The red line will appear, and then you just... he tracks you. His head tracks you after that red line appears. So, like, you see the red line down below, and you move up. Like, look, the red line was down. You saw that? The red line was down, but he attacked in the middle, and then he attacked down because I was down at that point. But it's over. So, well, it's pretty much over. Also, I have no idea what happens if I don't press anything, so I'm not going to. I will say, I do really like this version of All Hail Shadow. I think I still like the original version, not by Crush 40, the most. I think it was like Magnify. All Hail Shadow by Magnify, I think, is still probably my favorite version. But I do like this updated Crush 40 version better than Crush 40's old version of All Hail Shadow. Okay, now it's just cutscene, so I'm just gonna lay back, drink my soda. But my thoughts after 100%ing the, or pretty much 100%ing Shadow Generations. It's pretty much guaranteed to be better than just, it's better in every way than Sonic Generations. I'm sorry. Granted, we're still gonna have a lot of fun in Sonic Generations. Sonic Generations still has technically more content than Shadow Generations in a lot of ways. But like, this was a brand new, very high quality Sonic-like experience that was phenomenal. Ah! Pulled a Giganto on you. Also, real talk, with Mephiles before, the more times I see that, I have seen people fight that boss like 6 times since I beat the game. Like, people's reaction to the boss fight. And the more times I see Mephiles get defeated, the more I feel bad for him. Because his non-hard mode boss fight is so easy. It's flashy and makes him look like a chump. Also, the heck is this? I have a little pet bird. When? Huh. Yeah, we got all the movies. We got Shadow's history. Actually, let's take a quick look here. Yeah, we got Sonic Adventure 2, where Shadow appeared. Then we have Shadow the Hedgehog, the game where Black Doom first appeared. then Sonic Heroes. I could have sworn Sonic Heroes came first, before Shadow the Hedgehog. Yeah, I could have sworn it was Sonic Adventure 2, then Heroes, because Rouge finds Shadow in a capsule. So yeah, they're out of order. Wait. Yeah, it's this, then Shadow, then 06. Yeah, then Forces, and we don't, oddly enough, we don't get Frontiers. Huh. Weird. Despite Frontiers being here, we don't see Frontiers. Also, look at this soundtrack. 89 pieces of music. That is insane. And this is just Shadow's side. Sonic gets like a whole different bunch of music, I'm pretty sure. Granted, he shares a few. Like he does, Sonic shares all of these right here. Actually, these might all be from that one, maybe. Maybe? I don't know. Also, yeah, they added in, like the Sonic Frontiers music, cyberspace music. And then, lots of art. Lots and lots of art. 98 pieces of art. But, of course, we're here for the big one. Professor Gerald's journal. I will say, the last two pages, 20 through 23, were kind of a pain in the neck to get because I needed to fly really, really high up into the sky and then fall and be very precise with aiming my, like, chaos shots. This is the journal of Professor Gerald Robotnik. Oh, there is a text version. Okay. From Archival and Requisitions Department to Commander Abraham Tower. Commander, your request for tangible evidence of the Ark incident 50 years ago produced very little results. Oh wait, no, this is, okay, no, never mind, this is not by... Yeah, incident 50 years, okay, so this is written by some... Oh, okay, wait, I'm an idiot. I'm looking at the page. Okay, that part on the right is written by Gerald. The entry on the left is not by Gerald. Okay. Commander, your request for tangible evidence of the Ark incident 50 years ago produced very little results. Your predecessor was quite thorough in erasing the cover-up operation. However, Professor Gerald Robotnik's personal diary managed to survive. Ironically, we have Dr. Eggman to thank for hiding it all. This journal was recovered during the investigation of Dr. Eggman's stronghold following the latest incident with the Ark. So what, it was found in like the pyramids in Sonic Adventure 2? Maybe? Unfortunately, time and tragedy have not been kind to the journal. What you're holding now is what remains of the original book. I'm afraid there's no way of recovering the missing pages, nor can I restore the damaged or redacted elements. Okay, real talk, timeout. I think there was a pre-order, I think, a physical pre-order for Sonic X Shadow Generations that gave you Dr. Gerald Robotnik's journal. I think that's the version that's like not redacted and has like everything there, but I'm not entirely sure. I would have to find it or like buy it from a scalper. I will let you know in the future if I do. If I do. Depends. Unfortunately, time and tragedy have not been kind to the journal. What you're holding now is all that remains. I'm afraid there's no way recovering the pages, nor can I restore the damage. It's a pity. I would have very much liked to have greater insight into Gerald and Maria's lives too. Regards, T. Mr. T? He pitted the fool. Entry 42. I take great pride in my research and discoveries. Few men are labeled as genius in their own time, but nothing compares to my pride in my boys. Blank and blank. Also, if you look at the picture there. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Why is it inversed? Up is down, down. Okay, why? Okay, I'm calling it now. The one on the right has to be Eggman's dad. The one on the left, I have no idea. And is that Maria? Aw, that's so cute. They both graduated summa cum laude, and in between and in record time, no less. They'll have their doctorates in no time. It seems my passion for archaeology and robotics are split between them, but I guess that's what makes them chips off the old block. Ho, ho, ho. I can't wait to see what boons they bring to the world. Oh, he has no idea. Entry 162. I can't believe how much time has passed. It feels like yesterday I was celebrating my boys becoming men, and now I'm a grandfather. Her name is Maria, and she is perfect in every way. She brings a smile at everyone's face, and everyone falls in love with her the moment they lay eyes on her. If nothing else, she is my legacy. Everything I do from this day forward, I do for her. Okay, everything here is from his perspective. I deciphered the engravings on the ancient ring I found in the previous dig in the blank jungle. Okay, it has to be Angel Island. Calculated the location of fabled flying paradise. Oh, okay. Okay, no. He went to a jungle and found the location of Angel Island. I went alone to verify my findings and was rewarded with the spectacle of an angelic island. The land was lush and hosted by a number of biomes in close proximity to each other. Sonic Adventure 3 and Knuckles. I believe I could see an entire floating city at one point. That's Sky Sanctuary. Most majestic of all was the shrine devoted to what appeared to be a massive emerald. Could this be the legendary Master Emerald? I dared not approach or overstay my welcome. As much as I wanted to explore every inch of the island, I felt it was a sacred land. Just setting foot on the soil felt taboo. I don't know if any civilization remains. The land is vast and my stay was brief. But the majesty of the emerald and shine will stay with me for the rest of my life. Okay, I'm gonna drop the old man voice. I'm about to embark on my most ambitious project of my life. The Earth's first orbital space colony will be the 9th wonder of the world. It will be a place of science, researching all manners of ways to improve our home below. Seeing as it is a vessel meant to preserve life and amid the harshness of space, I have christened it the Ark. It shall be a vessel to pass on the value of life and peace to the next generation. And while most of the megastructure will be hidden within the base planetoid, yeah, within like the meteor that was there, I may have gone a little self-indulgent in the design. Yeah, that's why it has a mustache and the nose and the eyes. The only real concern is the source of funding. While the United Federation supports us, most of the financing is coming from I'm assuming GUN, the Guardian Units of Nations. Probably. I have no illusions what they'll want, but I'm building the Ark to preserve life, not end it. Okay, it has to be GUN. While I have my concerns, I am a genius. I'm sure I'll figure something out when the time comes. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yep. Okay. Oh no. Oh wow. Oh. Oh, that is actually kind of terrifying. Hold on. Life and work aboard the Ark has been exciting for all and for ill. As a positive, we've acquired one of the legendary Chaos Emeralds for our research. They're said to hold unlimited power, and preliminary tests suggest some effect on space-time. Bending realities to one's will is imagine the possibilities. Sadly, I'm assuming GUN is doing just that, but in all the wrong ways. Their desire for weapons research is becoming increasingly overt and decreasingly polite. I used my clouts to get a direct line to the president to ask him for him to intervene. He said he would, but then asked me for something equally obscene. He wants me to discover a means of immortality. I am to improve life, not pervert it. Everything gives way to entropy. The concept is laughable, as intangible as a shadow. I refused him outright. In retrospect, perhaps I could have been more diplomatic about it. I find myself on edge. Political pressures aside, I'm told... Oh, Maria. Maria is sick with no clear diagnosis. I wish I could look into it myself, but I needed aboard the Ark. Hopefully this will pass. She'll recover soon. She is too precious to be left to suffer. Entry blankety blank. The all-powerful held the power to bind the soul. The destroyed the entire. Huh. Huh. I have no idea what I don't know. Oh, there's Emerald. Hold on. Emerald. Hold on. This is it. Emerald. Emerald. He's again a reminder. He's from Sonic Battle for the Game Boy Advance. It's like a fighting game, a 3D fighting game in the Game Boy Advance. I've uncovered a most interesting specimen from the warehouse. It was first discovered by my son, blankety blank, who became quite the archaeologist. I believe it to be some sort of puppet or robot made by an ancient people. Oh, wait, hold on. I forgot. Is Emerald not made by Gerald? Is Emerald like just an ancient robot? Huh. At first I didn't think of anything of it, but when I was experimenting on the probably Chaos Emerald, it began to move. This suggests the possibility that even the ancient civilizations could harness the power of the Chaos Emerald. When I was researching various papers related to the Chaos Emerald and this robot, I discovered there was a possibility that this robot was something incredible. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but this robot may be the cause of the destruction of the fourth great civilization. I'm not sure I believe it yet, though. Oh, take my word for it. Emerald has potential out the ass. Emerald is basically the ultimate copycat robot, except he copies you better. He basically can copy like your fighting style, your abilities, everything one to one, and then he's slightly faster, slightly stronger, and does it slightly better than you. It's crazy stuff. I'm no longer able to ignore the possibility that this robot did in fact destroy the fourth great civilization. I have discovered a stone tablet that explains as much. According to the tablet, when the figure falls from the heavens and the stone of the gods is adjoined, all that exists will become one again. Though it is Though it is difficult to believe, this robot has been watching over my movements and mimicking all that I do. I was amazed by my scans of this being. Surprisingly, reams and reams of data scrolled and caused my most powerful computer to crash. Most intriguing was the data was all about melee combat and weapons of that age. Eventually, if this being is ever restored to its former state, it will put all that data to use and recreate all the weaponry and capabilities that it used, or combat abilities that it once had, and that's not all. If my guesses are correct, it will also have the ability to absorb modern weaponry as well. What have I done? I've uncovered a horrible weapon. It has been a trying time, to say the least. Maria was diagnosed with neuroimmunodeficiency syndrome. There is no cure. Yet, I pulled some strings and had her brought aboard the Ark for treatment and assessment. The low-gravity environment should help keep her symptoms manageable. Her family has been less enthusiastic with my decision. Despite everything, she seems the most positive person in the room. She remains the most positive person in the room. Most of the staff here left their families back on Earth, so I worried she'd feel lonely. Instead, she'd become the adoptive daughter of every researcher on the Ark. Moreover, she became like a big sister to little Abraham. Okay, Abraham Tower. Yeah, he was a kid. The Ark's happy little accident over the past few years. Wait. Hold up. Oh, was Abraham Tower born on the Ark? From like researchers doing things they shouldn't be researching? Good on them. Nice. Anyway. Over the past few years, the president keeps prompting me with his request to unlock the mysteries of life. Perhaps with his funding and clout, I can find a means to cure Maria while chasing that shadow. Blank. Oh, gun. Gun has dropped all pretense and is demanding weapons research in exchange for continued funding. I promised the president I'd begin working on Project Shadow, but even he can't get them to back down. It appears I have a gun to my head as on the matter. Ha 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 ha. Great. Years ago, I discovered a record of an ancient god of destruction called Chaos. Sonic Adventure 1. It was said to command the fury and force of the ocean, or something to that effect. I began developing a basic AI-driven apparatus that can generate cohesion in water and produce controlled shapes for basic actions. I've told the top brass that these can turn any type body of water into an autonomous weapon. Deep down, I'm hoping it can be used as easily deployed search and rescue units. Imagine a flood turned back on itself to aid those in the rubble. That's actually pretty brilliant. Like, yeah, just throw the machine in the water, makes a little person to come and help you. That's really pretty brilliant. Research into Project Shadow is in full swing. The first step has been learning how to siphon Chaos Emerald energy and apply it to living tissue. To that end, I've developed the Chaos Drives. Yeah, the little weird tube things that you feed animals in, that you feed animals in Chow in Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. Or was it in 1? Sonic Adventure 2. To that end of it developed Chaos Drives. Direct application seems too harsh. Any organism that could directly interface with an emerald would be fearsome indeed. These initial tests were promising, so we're now moving on to the next stage in trials. I will be using salamanders for their regenerative abilities and manageable size. We will begin applying Chaos Drives to the test subject and see how its vitals respond. And to keep Gun from breathing down my neck, I'm supplying them with Chaos Drives as batteries for their mechanized division. I loathe the powering engines of war, but sacrifices have to be made if I'm to save Maria. I'll figure out something in the long run. I'm a genius, after all. Is that the bio lizard? Is that little teeny tiny baby bio lizard? Aww, what the hell happened to you? Oh, that happened to you. Okay. Hold on. Let me get a sip before I read more. We're about halfway there. Project Shadow has reached an impasse. The subject inhibits accelerated cellular growth, but to the point it cannot support its own biological systems. I've developed an external life support system to compensate, but it will need to be upgraded and redesigned as the subject continues to grow. The way it thrashes and roars, it's uncontrollable. Furthermore, it is generating unexplained energy reactions. Is this an expression of the Chaos Emerald power? Can a living being produce such energy? Can it be controlled? There's too many questions, and unfortunately the answers lie in this bio lizard's life. I will keep it alive and as comfortable as I can until I have the answers I need. I've found a region in the Ark that should be able to safely house it while we continue our experiments. I'm not sure what I will tell Maria. I do not want to lie to her about it, but I think the truth is too cruel. Maria is growing into a lovely young woman. It breaks my heart that someone as bright and energetic as her is diminished by disease. There are no visible effects, and I've caught my fellow researchers muttering to each other, doubting her illness. It is infuriating. I find all my reason and restraints vanishing when she is slighted. And yet, she remains an unending force of positivity. Even on her worst days, when the fear and pain take hold, she tells me to endure for the day. She endures for the day when she can return home. She has total faith in me and that Project Shadow will cure her. Her family back on Earth has no such faith. It's been so long, some of the researchers actually think she was born here. Her family either wants her better or wants her home. I can do neither. Somehow, their scorn is harsher than the government or the military's increasing pressure for more weapons research. I'm a genius. I have to figure this out. Oh boy, this is sad. Okay, here's where it happens. Desperate times come for desperate measures, and I am a desperate man. The Black Comet returned to Earth on its 50-year orbit. I had no idea it actually harbored aliens. Aboard it was the Black Arms and Black Doom. Somehow he knew about the Chaos Emeralds and seemed impressed with... I'm making estimates of what these mean. Seemed impressed with my work. He offered me a Faustian deal. I accepted. Using his DNA, I was able to overcome every hurdle of Project Shadow had put before me. Sorry, burp. Soda. The small, sturdy biped I developed can perfectly interact with Chaos Emerald energy. Oh, Black Doom wanted me to craft a herald for his future invasion. Gun wants Project Shadow to generate undying soldiers for them. I will play both for fools. When I launched Project Shadow initially, I named it with scorn and mockery. I was trying to grab hold of an intangible... Sorry, pop up little security thingy. Just going like, hey, make sure you want to update. You want to update your computer? No, not right now. I was trying to grab hold of an intangible goal. Later, it sounded appropriately villainous as I was toying with the fundamentals of life itself. But then Maria looked upon the unfinished specimen and put things into a whole new perspective. A shadow tells you which way to go to find the light. In an instant, she cut through all my pessimism and doubt and filled me with hope. Shadow, as she's come to call him, will not be some dark creature, but a champion of life and hope. I would not have seen that if not for Maria. She is truly a remarkable person who can do great and wonderful things for the world. I must save her, no matter the cost. Yeah, and there's Shadow, there's Gerald, and that's obviously Black Doom. Oh boy, this has a lot of text. Okay. Hold on. I now understand why this being was named Geyzoid. In the ancient tongue, it means everything. According to the stone tablet, if the Geyzoid established a link with someone, the Geyzoid will swear loyalty to that person. Perhaps it still lacks Chaos Emerald energy, but it has been saying the word link to me in broken tones. It went on to explain, show me your true strength and I shall obey. I am all things and all things belong to me. So as it suggested, I brought it before my collection of model guns and fired them all. Then suddenly it said, I shall follow your every command and never leave your side. And since then, it refuses to listen to anyone but me. While it is still a fearsome weapon of destruction, while it remains under my control, at least it won't be used for evil. However, if someone with evil intention ever forms a link with the Geyzoid, I don't even want to think about what will happen. I must research how one can re-establish a link with the Geyzoid. Yeah, that's the name for the Emerald robots. The upper echelon is going crazy. Perhaps they aim to freeze Project Shadow. Soon the ultimate life form, Shadow, will be completed. The application to my granddaughter is also imminent. I cannot let them stop my study at this point because I am the only one who can save my granddaughter's life. The higher-ups are threatening to shut down this research facility. I had no choice but to hand them the Geyzoid to buy more time for my research. I tried to be careful and commanded it to never absorb any dangerous technology. However, I have heard that other researchers have been making the Geyzoid absorb weapons. Apparently, the way to cause the Geyzoid to form a new link is to show it power that surpasses that of its former master. While this poses immense danger, I cannot risk losing Maria or Shadow. Either one works in that case. The top brass still aren't satisfied. The Geyzoid isn't big enough or flashy enough for them. Fine, I've developed a weapon I'm calling the Eclipse Cannon. It taps direct. I'm guessing from the picture on the right and from the few words in the future. It taps directly into the Ark's central reactor to produce an unethical degree of firepower. They'll love it. However, to use it on any target on Earth would destroy the world. They'll never be able to fire it. Checkmate. It will, however, be the perfect tool to deal with... Oh, to deal with the Black Arms. To deal with the Black Arms when they return. Eclipse means shadow. This is Shadow's canon. My gift to him in a battle he never asked for. I'm so sorry. That is great writing there. Those last two verses. It will be the perfect tool to deal with the Black Arms when they return. Eclipse means shadow. This is Shadow's canon. My gift to him in a battle he never asked for. I'm so sorry. That is brilliant writing. Anyway, the heck? Oh, the jet shoes were Maria's idea. Oh, that's really. Let me read this. Maria doesn't know the full scope of what Shadow has been designed for, but she understands he will be under tremendous strain. She helped me conceptualize a number of accessories that will help focus his power and aid in his mobility. I'm also researching chaos control to see if I can gain an understanding of it before Shadow awakens. The power to stop time and space is incredible, and I don't want him to have to try and learn its intricacies on his own. Deep down, I know this progress is superficial, tangential at best. The larger issue remains... Gun, the president... No, Black Arms, the president. Or maybe it's Gun, the president, the Black Arms, my family. Okay, it could honestly work either or. It could either be Black Arms, the president, the Guardian Unit of Nations, my family, or it could be Gun, the president, the Black Arms, my family. I've gleaned there's a rift growing between my sons. My love for them shouldn't be divisive. A divisive issue. I'm running out of time. Okay, but for real though, hold on. That's... Huh. Oh, and then the limiter rings. Huh. Oh. It has been a whirlwind of events as of late. Project Shadow is complete, and Shadow has awakened. I pre-programmed a great deal of data into his mind, but his ability to parse it out and apply it to his situation is remarkable. All of his vitals are strong, and there seems to be no signs of instability or mutation. He stands in stark contrast to the monster we have sealed below decks. The Bio-Lizard. Okay, so yeah, he is sentient and well-behaved in comparison to the Bio-Lizard. Okay. But all successes of the physical and mental prowess come second to his relationship to Maria. I had hoped they'd get along, but it's far better than that. She is his guide to the world, and he is her stalwart companion. Never have I seen such an instant mutual friendship and trust between two beings. I am truly moved. They remind me why I've been working so hard. They bring me hope. Back on Earth, my son and... my son, okay. My son and Maria's parents, okay, have been blessed with another little girl. They've already run tests and she has none. Okay, so it's Maria's sister from the comics. Okay. From, in the comic books, in the Archie comics, I think, Maria has a sister, on Earth that I think Shadow runs across and, is, like, really friends with. They've already run tests. She has none of the genetic markers linked to Maria's condition. While this is welcome news, the unspoken commentary was received loud and clear. I must save Maria. I must get my family back. Shadow, you are the key to it all. Actually, time out. Let me just... Present. Present. Hold on, let me see. What is that? Like, oh, is that like what? Drink healthy energy? So in the start. Oh. Okay, let me get another sip before we read the last ones. There is no more code red in this. 67706? Question mark? My worst fears have come true. The Geyzoid has absorbed enough weaponry and technology that it has started to go out of control. The resulting rampage led to destruction of most of the Ark. Oh, this is from the Dark Beginnings animation. I have deciphered the rest of the tablet. It says, when the Geyzoid has learned all that it could, it became a god of wrath and all was destroyed. The researchers somehow managed to subdue the Geyzoid and seal it away. Luckily, it only had one Chaos Emerald installed. If it were to have all 7 installed, it might destroy the whole planet. That's the story of a Sonic battle. The Geyzoid is too much of a liability. I tried destroying its core, but nothing I did worked. I understand too little of the technology that built him. My best hope is to try and reprogram its AI to be a free-willed, emotions-based AI. And that's how he becomes the really nice, friendly Emerald. Unfortunately, stuff happens with him, but, you know, he is a good guy for the most part later. Entry blankety blank. I've lost track of the days, not very scientific of me. I'm strained. Something has to give. The Geyzoid's rampage caused the artificial chaos to behave erratically. I attempted to regain network control by inverting the polarity of the blah, 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 blah. So instead, they became violent. Chaos raced. Shadow raced across the Ark, pacifying them quite expertly, but the damage is done. An SOS was sent. Oh no. An SOS was sent to Gun automatically. I dread the litigious reprimanding I'll have to endure next. Oh boy. Oh, whoa. The heck is in this one? A heritage of the past I dug out, Geyzoid. And the ultimate life form I created by my own hand, Shadow. I equipped both weapons with a heart. If all powers are not what it is to be obtained for oneself, but what is to be born from hearts is that yearn for someone, I believe all conflicts should cease to exist. Please, if there is anyone listening to my prayers, bring hope to humanity. I don't know what happened or what went wrong. Was it a mistake to create the ultimate life form? I thought it would be something that would benefit mankind, but when the military guards landed on the colony that day, they were sent to destroy the research project I had been working on. My colleagues at the research facility, my granddaughter Maria, I hope you are all safe. The colony was completely shut down, probably to keep the prototype from falling into wrong hands. The Ark was shut down under the premise that there had been an accident. Yeah, that's after Gun stormed the Ark and killed Maria. He doesn't know. I found Maria. Okay. I found Maria's name among those who died when the Ark was shut down. She meant everything to me, and I couldn't bear the thought that she died because of my research. I lost everything. I had nothing more to live for. I went insane. All I could think about was to avenge her, somehow, some way. I got scared as I was no longer able to control my thoughts. All I could think about was what I wanted, is that I wanted it all to end. Based on my original projections, I was able to complete my project. Project Shadow. I designed its mind to be perfect, pure. I will leave everything to him. If you wish, release and awaken it to the world. If you wish to fill the world with destruction. Damn. They were so happy. Property of the Eggman Empire. Inventory ID code. Gun. Damn. That was a surprisingly good read. Damn. Well, that's gonna be it for now, glitches. Next time you see me, it'll be the beginning of the Sonic Generations playthrough. I'm not gonna go crazy about getting S ranks and stuff for any collectibles this time, so if I had to guess, our Sonic playthrough is probably gonna be a little bit shorter than the Shadow playthrough, just because I'm not gonna be a perfectionist and try to S rank everything and collect all the things. So don't worry about that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like, please subscribe, check the description below for a bunch of free stuff, free music, free rhythm game. My Twitter and TikTok are there too if you care about that. And I'll see you in Sonic Generations. So long, glitches. Chaos Spear! Oh, dang it, no, Chaos, you can't attack in here. Dang it. I can't even spin dash at you. Dang it, no! I wanted to attack the camera and be out. Whatever, I'll just get on my freaking bike and get out of here. See you around, glitches. Bye-bye.